Welcome back to another episode of UT Mental. My name is Emile, and this week's topic is a big one: mental illness and the social stigma that surrounds it. Now, I'm not one to just willy-nilly throw around the term mental illness. It's perfectly normal for people to experience moments of sadness, anger, frustration, grief, and heartache. That's all part of being human. But what isn't normal is when these feelings persist for an extended period of time. Now imagine that there's a person that you know, maybe even a loved one, that experiences one or more of these things and continues to suppress it because they're scared of what people might think of them. People like the person that I used to be. Now, before you go and think that I'm some kind of insensitive or judgmental jerk, you have to understand that before I came to university, I didn't really know what mental illness was. I was naive enough to think that a simple pat on the back or a cliche "everything's gonna be alright" speech for someone feeling true depression was enough to make them feel better. I used to think it was just a matter of picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and moving on. But I could not have been more wrong, and to be completely honest, I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you this about me because I was really misinformed. Here's a story of a real life experience that happened to me that completely changed my outlook on mental health. Someone very close to me, who shall remain unnamed, suffers from an anxiety disorder. 3 years ago, when she would tell me that she was feeling anxious about a big test, a job interview, or even a doctor's appointment, I'd do my best to make her feel calm and confident. As time went on, she would tell me that she felt anxious about the food that she ate and sometimes even the way that she looked in her jeans. But I'd always reassure her that she shouldn't worry and that she looked great. Her worries would sometimes be completely irrational. Sometimes she would tell me that she felt like everyone in the room was looking at her, and other times she would tell me that she just felt anxious and didn't know why. And this used to aggravate me to no end. I mean, how could somebody feel anxious about nothing? It just didn't make sense to me. And then one day she had a panic attack. A real panic attack, and I was completely unequipped to handle the situation. I walked with her to a private place away from everybody else and just sat with her and tried to be as supportive as I could, and we just sat there in silence. It took a situation like that for me to truly understand the reality of something like an anxiety disorder. Not too long after that incident, she sought out professional help, and I'm happy to say that today she's taken back control of her life and continues to persist and thrive in everything that she puts her mind to. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not something that's just fixed overnight. More than likely, she will deal with this mental illness for the rest of her life. But what's important and what's inspiring is that she had the strength and the courage to seek out the help that she deserved. While I was able to deconstruct my own stigma surrounding mental illness through my personal experience, it's upsetting to know that I was a part of a system that in essence prevents people from being all they can be in their lives. So I'm reaching out to you and challenging you to make changes in your own life that could help others without you even knowing it. Let's consider something as simple as the language that we use every day. When you're really nervous about something and you say, "Oh my God, I'm gonna have a panic attack." When you're upset about a poor test grade and you're like, "Oh dude, I'm so depressed." And so many people's go-to line, "If I don't accomplish this, I'm going to kill myself." Eliminating this type of non-inclusive language from our vocabulary is already a great step in the right direction. I mean, we're U of T students, for goodness sake. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into my video today. Make sure to check out Larissa's Wednesday video and Jordan's Friday video. And don't forget to comment in the section below or send us a video response if you want to join in the conversation. Thanks again, everyone. See you next week. To find out more about the Health and Counseling Center, check us out at our Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter right here. Do you see where I'm pointing? Down here? Right here.